NBA fans are in for a treat because in the second round, we get Lakers versus Warriors, which headlines two of the most iconic players of all time in Lebron and Steph Curry. There's a reason why I have a poster of one of them behind me. So in this video, let's break down the Lakers and the Warriors. Let me give the key X factors for both teams, the key strategies for both teams to win the series, and I'll give my ultimate prediction on who I think wins and in how many games. LeBron and Anthony Davis played really well in that Grizzlies series, but several of their teammates stepped up. Austin Reaves, who's having a nice second year, really raised his game up in the Grizzlies series, and he's become one of the Lakers' top scorers and playmakers. Rai Hachimura is an awesome spark plug off the bench. He was great in the Grizzlies series, especially game 1 when he had 29 points. And Jared Vanderbilt, even though he doesn't provide much offensively, he's a defensive beast for the Lakers. Right now, the Lakers have the best team around LeBron and Anthony Davis that we've seen since the year they've won the championship. Now let's discuss the Warriors. Steph Curry was amazing in that Kings series. He averaged over 30 points per game on great efficiency. Draymond Green, even though he got himself suspended, provided great two-way production. He's, of course, one of the best defenders in the league, but he also provided a lot of value to the Warriors in terms of his passing. Andrew Wiggins returned to the lineup after a 2-month absence, and he barely missed a beat, not only scoring nearly 20 points per game, but also playing lockdown defense, often stepping up to guard De'Aaron Fox. And Klay Thompson, who many said was washed earlier in the year, torched the Sacramento Kings defense. The Golden State Warriors had a very underwhelming regular season, but kind of similar to last year when they won the championship, the Warriors are playing their best basketball at the perfect time. Now for the keys for the series. One of the keys for the Warriors is, of course, Steph Curry, and I think he has a very favorable matchup going up against the Lakers. Now, the Lakers are a great defensive team, but they don't have great point-of-attack defenders. I'm sure Austin Reaves and Dennis Schroeder will take turns guarding Steph Curry, and I expect Steph to cook those guys. And it's also important for the Warriors that Klay stays hot. He averaged about 20 points per game on 40% shooting from deep, and his hot shooting makes Steph even more difficult to guard. The Lakers may opt to double team and trap Steph to get the ball out of his hands, but this is going to force them to have to pick their poison between letting Steph get cooking in isolation or allowing open looks from one of the greatest shooters of all time in Klay Thompson. In terms of guarding LeBron, the Warriors have one of the best defenders in the league in Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins has the speed and lateral quickness to stay with LeBron on his drives, while also having the height, size, and length to defend his shots. It's important that he keeps LeBron perimeter oriented and keeps him out of the paint where he's so deadly. Make LeBron a jump shooter because he has not shot it well this year. And he also needs to put some defensive pressure on LeBron by going at him to try to wear him out. And another big key for the Warriors is Draymond Green. Draymond Green is ultra valuable for the Warriors, not only because he's their defensive anchor, but he generates so much offense for the Warriors as a passer. But it's very important that Draymond Green stays out of foul trouble in this series and also doesn't get himself suspended like he did last series. Now the keys for the Lakers. Anthony Davis needs to flat out dominate, which, as good as he's been, it's not going to be easy because he's going up against one of the best defenders in NBA history in Draymond Green. Anthony Davis needs to dominate on the inside, and if he could do that while getting the Warriors bigs in foul trouble, then the Warriors are going to be in a world of hurt because they don't have quality backup big men on their roster. Anthony Davis also needs to dominate on the glass. He's been one of the best rebounders in the league all season. He's currently averaging 13 rebounds per game in the playoffs. And if he can crush the Warriors on the glass and create a bunch of extra possessions by getting offensive boards, then that's going to be huge for the Lakers. LeBron also needs to dominate. And one thing I think he needs to do is improve his shot selection. For whatever reason, LeBron is shooting 7 3-pointers a game despite the fact that he's only shooting 16% from distance. LeBron is one of the best rim attackers in NBA history. He needs to focus on getting in the paint because not only is he so damn efficient there, but that'll allow him to draw a help defense and kick the ball out. And I talked about before how Andrew Wiggins is a great defender. The Lakers need to be smart and use screens to get Wiggins off of LeBron and have him attack some of the Warriors' weaker defenders. Klay Thompson was once a great defender, but injuries have robbed him of his lateral speed. And the Lakers need to mismatch hunt Klay Thompson as much as possible with LeBron so that way he can generate as much easy offense as possible. Even if LeBron and Anthony Davis dominate this series, somebody else is going to have to step up offensively, and one of those guys is D'Angelo Russell. Now, D'Lo has been a really fine addition for the Lakers at point guard, but he shot the ball poorly so far in the playoffs. At his best, he's a very good scorer, shooter, and playmaker, and the Lakers are going to need D'Angelo Russell to raise his game and relieve LeBron and Anthony Davis of offensive pressure. Now for X Factors. For the Warriors, their X Factor is Jordan Poole. The Warriors aren't firing on all cylinders yet, and that's because Jordan Poole has shot poorly so far in the playoffs. Now, the Warriors starting five is great, but they need somebody that can provide some high quality off the bench production. And Jordan Poole showed in last year's championship run that he can look like the best player on the floor for the Warriors on any given night. They're going to need him to bounce back in this Lakers series. For the Lakers, their X factor is Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves has made a hell of a leap from his first year to his second year, going from a guy that was really just a 3-and-D and hustle player to a guy that's become a legit scorer and playmaker along with still being a good defender. Austin Reeves played well in the Grizzlies series, but they're going to need him to keep it up in this series to relieve pressure from LeBron and Anthony Davis. If Austin Reeves can have another big series, then that can mean the difference between winning and losing for the Lakers. Now for my prediction. LeBron and Anthony Davis are tough to bet against, but I'm actually going to have the Warriors winning this series. The champions are the champions for a reason. I think Steph Curry is going to go nuclear in this series. I think Jordan Poole is going to get in a rhythm. And I think that as long as Draymond Green doesn't do anything dumb and can play in every game, I think the Warriors win this series in 6 games. But that's my take. Now I want to hear from you guys. Who wins this series and in how many games? Tell me in the comments. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more dope content just like it, drop a like on the video and hit that subscribe button. I previewed all the other second round playoff series, so if that would be any interest to you, go check that out. Thanks for watching and have an amazing rest of your day, guys.